February 26, 2022. 2 days after Russian tanks rolled into Ukraine, the United States made a decision that historians will mark as the beginning of the end of American financial dominance. They cut Russia off from SWIFT and froze $300 billion in reserves. The West celebrated. Russia would collapse within months. The ruble would crash. Putin would be forced to surrender. But 2 years later, Russia's economy grew faster than Germany's. The ruble recovered. And 50 countries started building escape routes from the dollar system. Why? Because if Washington could freeze $300 billion overnight, it could do the same to anyone. And that realization triggered a global panic that's destroying the dollar's dominance right now. This isn't the first time this has happened. Financial weapons always backfire, and I can prove it with historical data. Let me show you the pattern, why it's repeating right now, and why America has about 20 years before the dollar loses reserve currency status entirely. First, understand what SWIFT actually is. It's not a bank. It doesn't hold or transfer money. SWIFT is just a messaging system. When a New York bank sends money to Tokyo, SWIFT transmits the authorization. That's it. But here's the key. Most transactions settle in dollars through New York banks. So the US controls SWIFT by controlling the dollar. Created in 1973, SWIFT now processes 45 million messages daily, connecting 11,000 banks in 200 countries. It's the nervous system of global finance. And the US has used it as a weapon before. In 2012, Washington pressured SWIFT to disconnect Iranian banks. Iran's economy contracted 9%. Inflation hit 45%. The sanctions forced Iran to negotiate. The weapon worked, right? Wrong. Iran spent those years building alternative payment channels. Cryptocurrency, barter deals, non-dollar trade with China and Russia. When sanctions returned in 2018, Iran survived because it had reduced SWIFT dependency. But Washington didn't learn the lesson. The 2022 Russia cutoff was different. This wasn't tiny Iran. This was the world's 11th largest economy, a nuclear power, a major energy exporter. Cutting Russia off was a declaration. Cross us and we'll destroy you financially. Every country watching understood the threat. Your reserves can be frozen, your banks isolated, your economy strangled. One executive order. So they asked themselves, do we accept permanent vulnerability or build alternatives? They chose alternatives, and that's the backfire. Let me show you the historical pattern because this has happened before, and it always ends the same way. Example 1. Britain in 1914. Before World War I, the British pound was the world's reserve currency. London controlled 65% of international reserves. When war began, Britain seized German assets worldwide. Businesses, bank accounts, ships, everything. Neutral countries watched and learned, your money in London isn't safe. After the war, they diversified to New York and Paris. By 1920, America held more gold than Britain. By 1944, the dollar replaced the pound. Britain weaponized finance in 1914 and lost reserve status in 30 years. Example 2. United States and Iran, 1979. When Iran took American hostages, President Carter froze $12 billion in Iranian assets. The largest freeze in history. The hostages were released, so it worked tactically. But strategically, it taught the world that dollar reserves could vanish with a phone call. OPEC countries reduced dollar holdings from 85% in 1977 to 71% by 1991. The dollar's decline began. Example 3. Russia 2014. When Russia took Crimea, the US imposed sanctions but didn't cut SWIFT access. This was a mistake because it gave Russia 8 years to prepare. Russia slashed US Treasury holdings from $130 billion to $2 billion. Russia doubled gold reserves to 2,300 tons. Russia built SPFS, its own payment system. Russia negotiated yuan and ruble trade deals with China. Putin openly warned he was reducing dollar exposure. Western analysts laughed. But when 2022 sanctions hit, Russia was ready. Which brings us to 2022. Russia was cut from SWIFT, $300 billion frozen. The ruble crashed 30% in 2 days. Victory declared, then Russia stabilized. Interest rates hit 20%. Russia demanded gas payments in rubles. The ruble recovered in 3 months. By 2023, Russian GDP grew 3.6%, faster than Germany or the UK. But the real damage wasn't to Russia. It was to the dollar. Because every country watching realized, this could happen to us. China, India, Saudi Arabia, Brazil. Any dispute over Taiwan, trade, anything could trigger sanctions. So they're building alternatives right now. This is the 5-stage pattern of financial weapon backfire. Stage 1. Control the system. The US controlled SWIFT because most transactions settle in dollars. Stage 2. Weaponize it. 2022, Russia cut off, reserves frozen. Stage 3. Target finds alternatives. Russia used China's CIPS payment system. By 2024, 40% of Russian trade bypasses dollars. Russia-China trade hit $240 billion entirely in yuan and rubles. Stage 4. Neutral countries hedge. This is critical. China reduced U.S. treasuries from $1.3 trillion to $775 billion. China's CIPS grew from $300 billion in 2021 to $500 billion by 2024. Saudi Arabia, America's ally for 80 years, announced in March 2023 it would accept yuan for oil. This broke the 50-year petrodollar monopoly. In December 2024, Saudi Arabia joined BRICS. Brazil, India, United Arab Emirates, all reducing dollar dependency. Over 50 central banks testing alternatives. Stage 5. Weapon loses power. We're here now. Dollar's share of reserves fell from 71% in 1999 to 58% in 2024. Dollar's share of trade settlement dropped from 73% in 2022 to 58% by 2024. That's 15 percentage points in 2 years. Fastest de-dollarization in history. Here's the data proving it's happening. In 2021, 87% of Russian trade used dollars or euros. By 2024, only 60%. Central banks bought over 1,000 tons of gold in 2022, 2023, and 2024, 3 straight years of massive buying. They're converting dollars to gold because gold can't be frozen. The petrodollar is breaking. Saudi Arabia accepts yuan. Russia sells oil to India in rupees. United Arab Emirates accepts dirhams. Iran uses yuan. The monopoly is over. So what's the timeline? Britain weaponized finance in 1914, lost reserve status by 1944. 30 years. The US weaponized SWIFT in 2022. Pattern suggests dollar loses dominance by 2042. Maybe sooner because technology accelerates everything. In 1914, building alternatives took decades. In 2024, China's CIPS doubled in 3 years. My estimate, 15 to 25 years. Dollar share drops from 58% today to maybe 35% by 2040. Still significant, but not dominant. What does this mean? Right now, America borrows $2 trillion per year at low rates because the world needs dollars. When dollar share falls below 40%, foreign demand for treasuries collapses. Interest rates spike. America can't run deficits anymore. The free lunch ends. Who wins? China wins massively. CIPS is China's SWIFT. The yuan rises as the dollar falls. China doesn't need military victory. China just waits for America to destroy itself. Russia wins strategically. Russia proved you can survive a SWIFT cutoff. Every country that feared US power now knows alternatives exist. BRICS nations win. Brazil, India, South Africa, plus Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia. 9 countries representing 45% of global population. They're building a common currency and payment system. They're not trapped in dollar dependency anymore. Who loses? America loses hegemony. The dollar's reserve status funds unlimited deficits, global military presence, and living beyond our means. As that advantage fades, everything changes. Budgets must balance. Military spending becomes unaffordable. Living standards fall. Europe loses with America. Europe joined US sanctions, tied itself to the dollar. As the dollar declines, the euro doesn't rise. The yuan does. American consumers lose purchasing power. The US imports more than it exports, $800 billion trade deficit. This works because foreigners accept dollars. When they don't, prices rise 20 to 30% over a decade. Fewer goods, higher costs, lower living standards. The timeline is set. SWIFT weapon used in 2022. We're in stage 4 now. Neutral countries hedging. Stage 5, weapon loses power, is beginning. By 2030, dollar share likely hits 50%. By 2040, maybe 40%. Here's the brutal truth. Financial weapons are like nuclear weapons. You can only use them once. After that, everyone builds defenses. Russia built alternatives. China accelerated SIPs. BRICS expanded. The petrodollar broke. Now the SWIFT weapon is useless because anyone Washington might target has already prepared. America could have maintained dominance through economic strength and free trade. Instead, Washington chose weaponization. Freeze assets. Cut off SWIFT. Use the dollar as a weapon of coercion. This worked against small countries like Iran. Against Russia, it backfired systemically. It's not just Russia leaving the dollar system, it's half the world. Britain weaponized finance in 1914, lost reserve currency by 1944. The US weaponized SWIFT in 2022. The pattern says America loses dollar dominance by 2042, maybe sooner. This isn't prediction, it's pattern recognition. Financial weapons always backfire. The dominant power thinks it's wielding ultimate leverage, but it's teaching the world to build alternatives. Once alternatives exist, the original system loses power. The SWIFT weapon destroyed SWIFT's monopoly. The dollar weapon destroyed dollar hegemony. The country that benefits most is China, the patient rival that watched America destroy its own advantages. China didn't need military victory. America defeated itself. The 5-stage pattern is complete. Stage 1, US controlled SWIFT and the dollar. Stage 2, weaponized against Russia. Stage 3, Russia found alternatives. Stage 4, 50 countries now hedging. Stage 5, weapon losing power. This is the end of dollar hegemony. Not through military defeat, but through financial suicide. The SWIFT weapon worked once. It will never work again. The world learned. Build alternatives, diversify from dollars, never be vulnerable to US financial power. The dollar will decline. The yuan will rise. The world will be multipolar. America will be weaker. Not because of Chinese aggression. Because of American policy. America had the golden goose and strangled it with sanctions. The post-dollar world is coming. The timeline is set. The pattern is clear. And 20 years from now, historians will say February 2022 was when American financial dominance ended. They just didn't know it yet.